Hey, if you're a mom who's over 30 and you've been taking care of yourself, you've been eating better, you've been working out more, you've been trying to do better with your habits, but you're still not seeing results, you're still not losing that stubborn belly fat, the scale isn't moving, you still feel tired, you might be wondering, is it my hormones or is it my habits? Because you might be looking online and seeing all these things of, oh, it's your hormones, you got to fix your hormones, got to balance your hormones. And maybe you're seeing people say, hey, it's your habits. You got to get your habits down, right? You may be seeing both sides. The truth of the matter is, yes, your hormones do change, but the key to lasting fat loss and body changes after 30 may not be what you think. Hey, I'm Bethany. I am a fitness and nutrition coach for moms over 30 who are super busy, who are trying to lose the stubborn fat, who are trying to feel better in their skin again and confident and tone up and try to feel the best that they can feel, even when they're chaotic. They want to feel that energy again. They want to feel in shape again so that they can be the best person and mom that they can be for their family and for themselves. So let's talk about what is actually changing after you turn 30. After 30, I feel like life just shifts around. Maybe you have more kids than you've ever had, right? Maybe you are pregnant with more kids or getting pregnant. Maybe your kids are getting older and they're getting into sports and they're getting into school activities and just staying really busy. Maybe you're juggling all the things: sports, school, activities, family stuff. Maybe you're moving or you're getting into new relationships or you're figuring out relationships, right? Things are just changing and shifting at this time of your life. And all of that creates a different environment for your body and your mind to manage. And on top of all these shifts, your body is changing as well. Muscle mass decreases after the age of 30, it decreases 3 to 5% per decade without strength training. So if you're not doing anything with strength training, then your muscle is losing. You are losing muscle. That's called sarcopenia, which just means you are losing muscle. Bone density also drops, starting to drop after your hormones start shifting, which can lead to osteopenia. Insulin sensitivity also decreases. Fat storage is easier to happen. It increases, especially around the belly. And then our estrogen and our progesterone and our testosterone, it all starts to decline. So yes, all of these factors come into play and it makes fat loss harder. It makes staying fit a little bit harder, especially if you haven't had a consistent routine and you haven't been working on it consistently, or just a lot of things have come up for you and it's just really hard to stick with something and you just feel really overwhelmed. You're not crazy. You're not doing anything wrong. It's not your fault. You're not broken. We just have to do things a little bit differently now. We have to structure our routines and our life a little bit differently to get to the goals that we really desire. It's definitely possible to get fit, to feel confident again, and to lose the fat and to feel light and energized again. It's so possible for you. We just have to do it differently now and to take care of ourselves a little bit more with strategy and to really pay attention a little bit more now than we ever did in our 20s and lower. So if you've ever been confused on, is it my hormones or is it my habits or what's really going on and causing these issues that you've really never really had before? And you might be thinking, do I need to address my hormones? Do I need to go get tested or can I just have better habits? What do I need to focus on, right? It's really, I know that it's really overwhelming. The truth is your hormones do matter. Okay, paying attention to your hormones, paying attention to what's going on in your body does matter. And it's really important to make sure you're on top of what's going on in your body because our bodies shift and change. And it really does affect your mind and it affects the way we think about things and it affects the way we do things and our fitness levels. Our hormones are definitely a cause of all those things, especially as you get older into your 40s and older with perimenopause and menopause. All of those things affect everything in your life. So yes, hormones do matter. It's very important to pay attention to it and know that you're not crazy. It's just what happens in our bodies. But I'm here to help you also figure out and realize that your habits create the environment that your hormones operate in. So your habits are also very, very powerful in order to support your hormones the best that you can. So if you're skipping meals, living off caffeine, staying up really late, not eating enough protein, not strength training or just trying to do a bunch of cardio randomly, or you're just carrying a lot of stress that you're not taking care of, then your body definitely will not lose the fat easily. A lot of women just go straight into supplements, they just go straight into hormone panels or expensive biohacks. Or what's the next quick thing? Oh, I think it's my cortisol. And they just try to find supplements to really fix that really quickly. But if your daily lifestyle is not supporting your metabolism, none of those things are going to work. Your hormones set the stage, but your habits direct the show. So before you go searching for a magic fix, start with the basics. Really get those down pat. So you might be thinking, oh my gosh, it's really hard to stay so consistent. I just feel so overwhelmed with all the things I need to do. And I totally get that. It can be very hard to try to be on top of all these health things all the time. But the good news is you don't have to be on it all the time in order to see progress. And realize that you are not powerless. You can change some things that will help. So here are just some basic things to start with that are super powerful habits to really support and balance your hormones and just make sure that you have a good foundation for fat loss now and in the future. So get these down first. If you get these habits down first, you will be so much more successful now and in the future. Strength training. Okay, you need to start building muscle now. You need to at least to maintain your muscle, but building muscle just helps you with overall health, with your bone health, with your mental health, with just all the workings of your body. Start with at least 2 times a week if you can, up to 4 times a week, and not too much where you're stressing your body out, right? So I always say 2 to 4, maybe 5 times a week, depending on a lot of factors, but just start there. The next one is eating protein at every meal. Get in the habit of increasing your protein. This helps to stabilize blood sugar because we talked about the insulin sensitivity decreasing, right? And it also helps to prevent those cravings, cravings when you're so stressed and fatigued, you're just used to grabbing a lot of carbs. So if you get in the habit of eating protein, it will help to really regulate those cravings. And sleep smarter. I know this is hard for a lot of people to sleep. If you are struggling with staying asleep or falling asleep, that is definitely something to look into. But if your habits can really help you to sleep better. So if you have a sleep routine, if you're making sure that your environment is very sleep friendly, that really helps. If you're not scrolling on your phone or watching TV really late at night, you have a good bedtime set. If you're doing all of these habits that you can to help you sleep better, that's going to help you. And then managing stress. This can look like a lot of things, but some things that you can start with are daily walking, creating boundaries for yourself, really saying no to some things, or making sure that you have self-care time during the day, making it a non-negotiable, not just a nice thing to have. And 10 minutes alone, or a journaling routine for like a weekly journaling routine or something that helps you. So pick something that you feel like you just need to start with this week. And then train in SMART phases. This is what really helps people. And my method of coaching and is periodization to really help seeing one goal at a time and not always trying to lose the weight, but trying to stay healthy like during maintenance phases or building phases. You don't want to live in a calorie deficit year round because you'll always be trying to chase weight loss. Remember that your body has been through a lot, right? You've had babies, maybe years of caregiving, lots of things going on in your life. Now it's really time to focus. Take care of you, make sure that you have that time to take care of you so that you can help others around you, so that you can be fit enough to be healthy and happy through the rest of your second stage of life, which is after 30 and 40. You can absolutely feel strong, energized, and maybe even in better shape than you've been before if you take the right measures, if you take it seriously. But it starts with giving your body what it needs, not depriving it. So that's what I promote. That's what I believe. Not about just trying to lose the weight, trying to be skinnier. It's really about doing what's the smartest thing for you. It's about being stronger, more energized, and in control again. So we talked about habits. Now let's look into hormones. Yes, after 35 or 40, your hormones are definitely shifting. If you are dealing with extreme fatigue, mood swings, low libido, no results from exercise or even eating more food or healthier food, or you have heavy or irregular cycles, then yes, it's definitely time to get your hormones checked. Even if it's just a baseline, even if you're not exactly sure what's going on, having a baseline really helps because it's going to change as you get older. And once you know what your baseline is, you can tell in the future, oh, yeah, this really dropped. So now I know that's the cause, right? But be careful because sometimes too often women will just go, like we said before, straight into the supplements or straight into hormone therapy without even changing their lifestyle. Your lifestyle is going to support your hormones. And I'll say that again. These things will not work unless your habits are solid. Habits will help you balance your hormones naturally. Once those are in place, working with a specialist for testing or support can be very, very helpful. Start with the basics: strength, sleep, protein, nutrition, stress. Then, if something still feels off, like you're not getting the sleep you should, or you're just feeling extreme fatigue, or something's just really off, get tested, find a specialist, find someone that will help you with this because you're not crazy, you're not just tired, you're not just a crazy mom, right? There's something going on in your body. So trust that, find someone who really trusts who really believes you and wants to help you. Is it your hormones or is it your habits? That is the answer is both, right? It can be both, but they both need to work together. So your habits are probably the first thing and the major thing you need to get down to try to help you with everything. If you are feeling super off and you just need some help, that's also a good idea to get your hormones checked, to get more on your team, your healthcare team, get some specialists on your healthcare team to really help you figure things out as well. That's what I help in my coaching programs, is to help you get these habits down, to lose the fat, to start feeling really good again, build muscle, and feel confident again in your skin. So stay tuned for my group fat loss coaching. I have one starting September. So stay tuned for the wait list for that. And then I also have a free training coming up on how I help people through this process of periodization and the habits that you can make to I help busy moms on how to get the results that they want to get. And then in the comments, tell me if you feel like it is your hormones or you feel like it's your habits that need more work right now. And I would love to hear. Thanks for watching.